Arsenal captain Martin Ødegaard urges unity, support for Viktor Gyökeres after training ground incident. In the wake of a heated altercation between Gabriel Jesus and Viktor Gyökeres at Arsenal's training ground, captain Martin Ødegaard has called for solidarity among teammates. Recognizing the challenges of the Premier League, Ødegaard emphasizes the importance of supporting each other as they aim for success this season. In the competitive world of professional football, emotions can run high, especially during crucial training sessions leading up to important matches. Recently, Arsenal's training ground was the scene of a serious altercation between two of its strikers, Gabriel Jesus and Viktor Gyökeres. As the team prepares to take on Manchester United this Sunday, January 25th, Arsenal's captain Martin Ødegaard has stepped forward to address the incident and advocate for team unity. The incident, a breakdown. During a particularly intense training session, tensions flared between Jesus and Gyökeres. Frustrated with his own performance, Jesus reportedly criticized Gyökeres, stating that he was not a good striker and implied that he was struggling to find the back of the net. This remark provoked a strong reaction from Gyökeres, who, in a moment of anger, slapped Jesus, leading to a physical confrontation that shocked teammates and staff alike. Ødegaard's leadership. In the aftermath of the incident, Ødegaard called for a collective response, emphasizing the notion that players should support one another rather than criticize. In an interview, he stated, "Gabriel doesn't have to blame Gyökeres. We all understand how difficult the Premier League is. Look at Erling Haaland, who was scoring for Manchester City but has now gone 6 games without a goal. It can happen to anyone. We need to rally around Viktor and find ways to win trophies this season." Ødegaard's comments highlight the unpredictable nature of football, where even the most talented players can experience dry spells. Understanding the Premier League's challenges. The Premier League is known for its intensity and competitiveness. With world-class defenders, tactically astute managers, and high stakes, every player faces fierce challenges on the pitch. Ødegaard's comparison to Haaland underscores that goal-scoring slumps are a part of life in the league, affecting even the best strikers. The case of Erling Haaland. Haaland, a phenomenon in front of goal, is a prime example of how football can be unpredictable. Despite his natural talent and previous successes, the Norwegian striker's recent goal drought serves as a reminder that all players must continuously fight to maintain their form. Ødegaard reinforces this message, encouraging teammates to remain supportive. We have to remember that the league is a tough environment. It's crucial to stick together as a team. We need all of our players to be at their best if we are to compete for trophies. Ødegaard's comments highlight the importance of team solidarity within the Arsenal squad. As they prepare to face Manchester United, the focus must remain on unity and collective strength. A cohesive team is essential to navigate the challenges posed by a formidable opponent like United. Strategies for team success. Mental resilience training. Implementing sessions focused on psychological training can empower players to cope with pressures, enabling them to perform consistently. Team bonding activities. Engaging in off-pitch activities can strengthen relationships and improve communication, creating an environment of trust. Fostering competitiveness. Encourage healthy competition within the team that drives players to improve while respecting each other's journeys. Martin Ødegaard's call for unity following the altercation between Gabriel Jesus and Viktor Gyökeres serves as a significant reminder of the importance of camaraderie and support within the Arsenal squad. As they prepare for a pivotal match against Manchester United, embracing these values will be crucial for the team's success this season. By emphasizing support for each other and recognizing the challenges of high-level football, Ødegaard aims to foster a strong team spirit that is essential for achieving their goals. The focus now lies not only on individual performances, but also on collective efforts as they strive for glory in the Premier League and beyond. Through Ødegaard's leadership, Arsenal has an opportunity to turn a challenging moment into a strengthening force. As the footballing community watches closely, the hope is that this incident serves as a stepping stone towards a more united and successful campaign. By promoting understanding and encouraging a culture of support, Arsenal can navigate the complexities of the Premier League, transforming challenges into opportunities as they seek to lift trophies this season. The journey ahead will test their resolve, but united, they have the potential to emerge stronger.
I just have to touch on Arsenal. Obviously, that's who they're up against at the weekend. Can you see beyond them for the title? Or you did say earlier on, if you missed it, that City are going to come on a gallop.
We were waiting for City's run, weren't we? But I thought he was there. I thought it was closing up, and the pressure was getting there. Looked like Arsenal were all the way. Then it come really close. Now it's gone back favourites for Arsenal, and they've got to come to the Etihad. But pressure will mount. It will increase. But they're in a good position. I think the squad depth's fantastic. Mikel Arteta at the start of the season was getting criticised, which I found was quite amazing. Former players also were doing that, saying he must go if he doesn't deliver. And I asked the question about that, and they said, well, ultimately, some of the players that they've had are winners. You do not win, you are replaced. And that's fair enough at some point. But I don't think it's as simple as it when you look at the competition around. And I think they're in a good position. I think they're going well. I like the style of play. It's a bit fiery at times with Arteta. That desperation to go and deliver and win.
You like fiery, don't you? It's part of your DNA.
We've got to be DNA. You've got to have a good battle along the way. But you know, Arsenal fans, what will be next if they don't do it? I think that is the main concern because of what we live with today. And it's all theirs now. You know, Man City, you're going to have to find them a really, really top run, put the pressure back on. You know, if it was sort of neck and neck, you're sort of going, Arsenal are going to wobble. City are going to take it. They need to keep that gap where they're quite comfortable. And they've got that at this moment of time. And Aston Villa, just as they looked like they were going to do something. I was at the game at weekend and they just couldn't get in the stride. And it was sort of a well-earned away performance from Everton. So it's all pointing, isn't it, to North London and not the side that I possibly know, the other side in Arsenal.
Yes. Just finally on Arsenal then, Gyökeres, is he convincing you at the moment or not? Who would
Not
you
yet.
start up front?
No,
okay.
Not yet. I think he certainly contributes. He sets the press off at the front, dynamic runs, but delivery of goals. I don't think anybody will care, will they, at the end of the season if Arsenal are Premier League champions? Look at them in the Champions League also as well. But really, we're looking to sort of make them an elite team to make sure that they win it for some years. You wouldn't say he would be that person. Is he contributing in such a big way? Yes. But it's just the next step to guarantee it would be someone who would deliver more goals. Can he get more? Would be the next question.
It's a historic Premier League rivalry. We can't wait for this one on Super Sunday. Arsenal and Manchester United renew hostilities. Right at the start of the Premier League in 1992-93, it was United who were the dominant force under Sir Alex Ferguson. And here we have got both sides' Premier League finishes since the start of the Premier League. We have got Arsenal, you can follow them in the red. Manchester United are in the black. Now, as we mentioned, United were top of the tree most of the time anyway at the start of the Premier League under Sir Alex Ferguson. But then in 97-98, someone came along called Arsene Wenger. And that rivalry really became one of the most bitter in the division. United and Arsenal swapping places at the top of the Premier League, first and second. In the mid-2000s, that's when things started to change a little bit. The arrival of someone called Jose Mourinho meant that Arsenal were left behind a little bit, and it was United and Chelsea fighting for things at the top of the table. And then my lines get a bit squiggly, and it's because both sides lost long-serving managers. You might know what happens here to Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson leaves, and then a little bit later on here, we've got Arsene Wenger leaving Arsenal. Arsenal have been in a little bit of pain since Arsene Wenger left, but none more than really Manchester United. Ruben Amorim has that league finish down there. But as we head towards 25-26 this season, it's Arsenal at the summit, and Manchester United's line is on the rise. How will the season finish? Michael Carrick, we mentioned it earlier, he has an impressive CV, having gone unbeaten against Unai Emery, Thomas Tuchel, Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta, and they beat Arsenal at Old Trafford in his first spell as interim in 2021. We saw a warm embrace between Bruno Fernandes and Michael Carrick there, and 4 years later, Fernandes is still the heartbeat of the team, still performing at the highest level. Now, this season, we have plotted every player to have created a chance. We've got open play chances created along the x-axis, and in the Y, we have got chances created via set pieces, and this is every player who's created a chance this season. Now, if you're in the top right, you are doing very, very well indeed. Fernandes is up there, way ahead of everybody else.